It's after. It's after. I can do it there. I will. Shabbat Shalom. Can you hear me? Shabbat Shalom. Mike. Okay. We have. Shabbat Shalom. I am Holly Del Valle, and Rabbi Brett is waiting in a long line of cars. I-95 decided to just stop in the northbound direction. So we will start without him and wish him a safe and a good journey to us. We start on page 125 of our prayer books. Where has this week vanished? Is it lost forever? Will I ever recover anything from it? The joy of life, the unexpected victory, the realized hope, the task accomplished. Will I ever be able to banish the memory of pain, the sting of defeat, the heaviness of boredom? On this day, let me keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let me be free of the burdens that must return. On this day, Shabbat abide. Help me to withdraw for a while from the flight of time, contain the retreat of the hours and days from the grasp of frantic life. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into a quick world, a quiet world this day. On this day, Shabbat abide. Oh, say shalom b'mamav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru, v'imru, amen. Oh, say shalom. Oh, say shalom. Shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael. Oh, say shalom b'mamav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru, amen. I'd like to invite Joy and Harvey and Vintash up to light our Sabbath candles on page 121. 120.
I always forget the melody for it.
That's okay.
So you can start to sing it with me so we can do the melody.
Okay.
Let the match light. Let the match light.
What?
Let the match burn before you
I'm
start.
going to. Maybe it's a little bit too short.
There it goes. Get the
I
other
know, but I'm going to burn my hand.
one.
They're a team.
Okay. Baruch atah
Adonai, Eloheinu melech Eloheinu v'Eloheinu. Am I on the wrong prayer?
I'm on the wrong prayer.
I sure am. Let's
me do
start it over again.
Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, Vitzivanu lahadlik ner shall Shabbat.
Same thing happened to you last week.
I know.
Blessed art you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Would you like us to read the poem or not?
Please.
Okay, go ahead.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us.
As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled the light, may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Sorry for the mistake, guys.
We continue responsively on the top of page 127. There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain. There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. There are days when we act as if we cared nothing for the rights of others. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace. Page 131. Shiru l'Adonai, shir kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai, shir hadash, shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai, shir hadash. Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. We will sing unto God a new song. Page 132. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. A new earth, and now song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai, shir hadash. We will sing unto God a new song. We continue on page 138 with Lachadodi. We will do verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And on the 9th verse, we will stand up, if we are able, and face the doors, which Ms. Linda Wilson will open for us so we can welcome the Sabbath bride. Lechadodi likrat kala, Panei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, Panei Shabbat nekabela. Shamur v'zachor b'dibur echad, Heshmianu el hamiyuchad, Adonai echad, U'shemo echad, L'shemo tiferet v'letila, Lechadodi likrat kala, Panei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, Panei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor habaracha, merosh מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקרבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי כלה, בואי כלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Please remain standing for the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMavarach, Baruch Adonai HaMavarach Le'olam Va'ed. 146, thank you. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever. You may be seated. Now that you're all seated, I realize we're at the Shema, so we will read a little bit first. On page 151, together responsively at the bottom, wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. Then this holiest of your words, the living language that gives it form. Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. We continue on page 157. On the bottom, responsively. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again, we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the 158. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedor b'kodesh. No ratahilot, hosefele, no ratahilot, hosefele. Malachutecha rahuvanecha bokeh ayam lifnei Moshe uMiriam zeili anu v'yameru Adonai imloch Adonai imloch le'olam v'ad. We continue on page 162 with Vishamru. Actually, the middle of page 162 with Yismachu. I apologize. Yismachu v'malachutecha Shamre, 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 Shaba v'kore oneg Shabbat. Yismachu v'malachutecha Shamre, 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 Shaba v'kore oneg Shabbat. Mekadeshe, Mekadeshe Shavi Shabbat, Kulam Yisbahu, Rirangu Metuvecha Shabbat. Yismachu v'malachutecha, Shamre, 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 Shabbat v'kore oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha Shamre, 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 Shabbat v'kore oneg Shabbat. V'hashvi ratzita bo Ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat Kemdat yamim Oto karata Shabbat Yismechu v'malachutecha Shamre, 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 Shabbat v'kore oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha Shamre, 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 Shabbat v'kore oneg Shabbat. Zecher l'maaseh v'reshit Shabbat. Zecher l'maaseh v'reshit Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha Shamre, 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 Shabbat v'kore oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha Shamre, 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 Shabbat v'kore oneg Shabbat. Rise, if you are able, for our tefillah, starting on page 164 and continuing on to 66 through I can do it. Through 70. Is that okay now? Can you hear me? Okay. Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor, HaNorah, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim, Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, Umei V'gulav Lifnei B'neihem, L'ma'an Shmo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Mashiach Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Abraham Be'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol Atah Rav La'Oshia, Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayei HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, Shomer Noflim B'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayam Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Nichamocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umidom Allah, Melech Memi, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah la'achayot ha'kol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh ha'kol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, koshim b'chol yom v'chol selah, Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el ha'kadosh. There are readings that continue to page 180. If there's one you like, you may find several. There are lots of different continued readings. And when you're ready, you may sit down. Page 178, we continue with our prayer for peace. Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam V'tov b'neinecha livarech Et Amcha Yisrael B'chol el v'chol shah Bishlomecha Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam Tasim Le'olam Tasim Le'olam. Grant us peace, page 179. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace. And give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamavarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We think about, on page 371, the people that we love, members of the congregation, families. That mic is better. Excuse me one moment. We think of those whom we pray for daily, friends, relatives, loved ones, people who through no fault of their own need our prayers for healing of body, mind, and spirit. We recite the Misha Berach to say to God, may the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. Tonight we think about Sharon Arnold, Ellen Brooks, Bennett Canyon, Vinnie Bourdoin, Jack Cases, Michelle Davis, Carl Erickson, Rispa Corley, Monica Fishkin, good to see you, Monica, Celia Grossman, Kim Hale, Bob Holzapfel, Diana Holtzman, Trudy Horkin, David Kay, Nat and Violet Kay, Deborah Kelly, Ann Kahn, Fran Crane, Robert Kroiling, Diana Landau, Lori Licker, Alejandrina Patton Marcus, Sylvia Marsh, Cheryl Mendelson, Barry Miles, Forrest Miles, Glenn Miller, Shelley Newman, Stuart Rossinger, Alan Schoenfeld, Kelsey Sieber, Ann Schwar, Sarah Jane Victor, Arthur Weinberger, and Doris Weintraub. Are there, what?
Okay, so it's,
And Rabbi Cantor Patricia Hickman
and,
and Lee Arnoff. This is
yeah, this is newer. Lee Arniff was a member here who used to sing in the choir with us during the High Holy Days, and she moved south to be with her family, and she's on Mishaberach this week.
Okay, thank you,
So,
Joy.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Joy. Is there anyone streaming that has any names? And who here has someone they would like to add to our prayers? Shelby Wilson. Greg Mitter. Laura Del Valle. The names are gone from my mind, but they're here, so this is doing better than this. Join us on our Misha Beirach on page 371. May God swiftly send all of them a complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us say, Amen. Misha Beirach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mikor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. I believe we want to be at about 568 or 86. Let's see which one's right. No, 86, I think. Yep. Our Elena, please rise. Linda, would you open the... Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'teit gelula liotzer bereshit, she'nun lasanu kigyo haratza, v'lo samanu kamishpechot hadama, shelo sam kelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kekol hamonam. Vanachnu korim umishachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. 588. Shehu noteh shamayim v'yosed haaretz Moshe v'yakarov b'shamayim imaha u'shechinatu zo b'govhei meromim hu Eloheinu enot emet malkeinu epes zulato kakat katuv b'torato, v'yadat hayam v'hashivota elefavecha, ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim b'shamayim mima, v'al haaretz mitachat einot, v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al karetz, v'yom hahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. Please be. Page 593 at the top. In nature's ebb and flow, God's eternal law abides. When tears dim our vision or grief clouds our understanding, we often lose sight of God's eternal plan. Yet we know that growth and decay, life and death, all reveal a divine purpose. God, who is our support in the struggles of life, is also our hope in death. We have set God before us and shall not despair. In God's hands are the soul of all the living and the spirits of all flesh. Under God's protection we abide, and by God's love are we comforted. O life of our life, soul of our soul, cause your light to shine into our hearts and fill our spirits with abiding trust in you. Tonight, in the period of Shaloshim, we find Martha Oppenheimer, mother of Cindy Bishop, mother-in-law of Larry Bishop, grandmother of Daniel and Amanda Bishop, and Leanna Bishop, and great-grandmother of Natalie Bishop. We are also observing Yortzeits tonight, the anniversaries of the passing of Irene Addis, Jay Wachowski, Alvin Welcher, and on our memorial boards, Abraham Zalitsky, Antoinette Zelinsky, Bertha Mildred Goldberg, David C. Friedman, Iva Bell Schwartz, Janie Brownstein, Meyer Salisbury, Molly Golishin, Rose Kenner Mandel, and Salvador Vitas. Is there anyone else observing? Lilia Kaplan? Okay. Anyone?
You remember the woman Sandy McInval that had been on the Bishop Era list?
Yes.
She actually passed away earlier this week.
Okay, so she's had, the funeral has, all right, so Sandy McInval, do we know anything further, her family or anything?
Friend of Lynn Hers.
Okay, all right. We continue with our Kaddish on page 598 if you are observing or your site, or if you just merely wish to stand to, for all the people who have no one to say your site for them, we will stand together. V'yit kadal, v'yit kadash, shemei rabbah, v'alamah divra hirutei, v'amlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon, uv'chayei dekol beit Yisrael, v'agalav zman kariv, v'imru, amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mevarach le'olam olamea almaya. Yiparak, Vishtabak, Vipar, Ramam, Vietnase, Viet Hadar, Viet Hale, Viet Halal, Shemedikadasha, Barichu, Le'elom min Ko Birchatav Shirata, Tush Birchatav V'nechamatav, Da Amiram Bialamal, Vimaru, Amen. Yehi Shlama Rab Mishmaya, V'chaim Aleinu V'Hakol Yisrael, Vimaru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mama, Huya Aseh Shalom, V'Hakol Yisrael, Vimaru, Amen. We think of those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. May their memories be for a blessing. Zikara Man Livracha. You may be seated. Michael, do you have any announcements? Just a few?
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. And first, Holly, I just think it's amazing that, we have somebody like you that can step in and pinch hit like this on short notice. But that's amazing. Oh, and Joy too? Or you're raising your hands for her? Okay. Clapping quietly up there. Well, they can hear you if you do that. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. If you take a look at me, make sure you wear sunscreen. You can avoid some trouble later on in your life. We have Bagels and Bible tomorrow morning at 9:30. Contact LibbyCon@yahoo.com. Libby has always been the facilitator. Monday is Independence Day, obviously, but on Wednesday of this week, the Children Hunger Project Men's Club event. You guys are going to meet at the facility in Cocoa, as I recall, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. And then we will, of course, be back here next week at 7 p.m. for Shabbat services. So I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday weekend. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you all for streaming in as well. And it's good to see some new folks in the room that I'd like to talk to afterwards as well. Anyway, thank you again, Holly.
You are welcome, Michael. Thank you. I was looking for, there's a song in the back, which I haven't found, but it's a 4th of July. It's like an American 4th of July song. But I haven't found it yet, so I have a different one. In the meantime, we want to wish a happy birthday to Stephen Bernstein, Barbara Cannon, and Harold Neerman, and a happy anniversary to Matthew Cohen and Karen Cohen. I don't have the years down here, so many more. I was looking for one of the, God Bless America songs. No, but I don't know the verses. 680? Oh, there's a Star Spangled Banner. You don't want that? Okay, all right. Let us do our closing song, which we've semi-been voted on, and whatever. God Bless America on page 680, in honor of the 4th of July holiday coming up, and the freedom that we should all be free and all those things they said in the beginning in the Constitution and stuff, and, love each other and respect each other and treat each other, all that equal stuff they keep talking about. Okay. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, our home, enjoyable week. Shabbat Shalom. You're welcome. Oh, we have, yes, we have Kiddush and Motzi in the other room. And if you're home streaming, you can go to your